Gamer Interactive. I'm your host, Nudie Gamer, and today we're playing Metro Exodus Hour 4. Just a quick heads up, I went ahead and restarted the game, and now I'm playing it in English as opposed to Russian. It was a mistake that I'd made when I tried to show my girlfriend the intro to the game, and it overrode my previous save, so cheers to that. Before we get started, there are the usual options that you're going to want to run through in this game, which I'll explain now. In wireless controller, you'll want to go to sensitivity, and even though preset 1 won't show this is kind of like a happy area if you feel the game is too clunky from, moving around or aiming. This should help you out greatly. It's helped me out so far. So without much further ado, we're going to jump into Metro Exodus Hour 4. And we're going to start on normal because we're not babies here.
I still remember life before the war. I remember that we used to be different. Used to live up there, on the surface. We used to be the masters of the whole world. We built gigantic cities of glass and steel. We crossed the oceans at will, and we also conquered the skies. There used to be 7 billion of us. We were not born for life in the tunnels. I was born to breathe fresh air, and I remember it.
Such an artful opening. I can watch it again and again.
The 7 billion were wiped out by the last war. Only 50,000 managed to survive underground, with the surface poisoned, burned, and teeming with horrible monsters. One day the radiation on the surface might subside, and our grandchildren or their grandchildren.
We'll jump right into it, though. Being it's the third time I've had to watch it, and the second time I've had to broadcast it. Shame had to disappear from YouTube for a while thanks to Resident Evil 2, and the fact that you cannot broadcast unless you turn off the HDR settings. Something I was not able to do. Call it a weakness, I just couldn't do it. I'm going to drop the sensitivity on the aim just by 1. Sensitivity at max on the regular. Yeah, it's at max. Love you, BB.
Hold Artyom, stay with us.
They're coming back. Attention, people. Oh, look, it's the hero.
Move!
It's nighttime at the station.
Don't worry. I told the doctors
I got it.
they'll be
Open up.
expecting him.
Go!
This is easier to follow in English.
Artyom's been on another one of his mad trips up top.
Hey, Duke, wait a minute. Where to now?
Left across the square. Hey, Damir, do you think the colonel knows what Artyom been up to here?
How am I supposed to know? Ask him yourself. He radioed from the ring, said he'd be here tomorrow. Hey, you! Leave him alone!
I killed him myself with my slingshot. Let him learn to stand up for himself. How else can he hope to survive in the metro?
Rise and shine, people!
Hang in there, Artyom. You're gonna get a fresh dose of Spartan blood now.
Artyom, are you awake? It's okay. The doctor said you'll be fine. Are you trying to kill me with worry? What if next time you don't return from the surface? There's no one out there, Artyom. No one to find, no one to talk to. If there was, don't you think they'd be here already? We've talked about this again and again. You have to accept it. There's only us.
Colonel. Hello, Alex. There you are, you stubborn fool. How many times are we going to have this conversation? I don't care if you kill yourself over this silly dream of yours. But don't you see what you're doing to my daughter? Your wife?
Dad, please.
The Order is short on men after the battle for D6. But you leave. People need you, and you pursue your selfish obsession. But now this shit has to stop. There's only Metro, nothing else. And the Order is here to defend it. Because if not us, then who? You look fine to me. So, get ready to go. Then, we'll discuss your transfer to Polis. Come, we need to talk.
I'll get the doctor. Artyom, please, promise me this was the last time. I'll see you later.
Artyom, we managed to bring you back from the brink, but people are giving you their blood, which could save so many wounded, and you keep bringing it back irradiated. Don't you think that is unfair? Let me put it this way. I can't promise I'll be able to bring you back next time.
Lucky those Spartans are damn good. They brought Artyom here just in time.
Are you sure? I cannot remember the last time I saw a bunch of healthy and fit people down here.
Nah, me neither. It's a shame they spend so much time on the surface. Artyom, just try to take better care of yourself, huh? Even if you find someone else up there, they probably have their own troubles. So what would contacting them even accomplish? Besides, I remember we used to receive signals from the outside pretty frequently soon after the bombs fell. Not for a long time now. Doesn't that tell you anything? Ah well, it's your life.
And now nobody gets to decide for me. As for Artyom...
Oh, I can't believe my eyes. Artyom, you all right? You gave us a scare, brother. Artyom, how are you, friend? I see you're all right. Gentlemen, give
This
way.
calls for a celebration.
Few more scars and you will be completely irresistible to any woman. Speaking of which,
Alyosha,
how are the nurses in the
Well,
hospital,
guys,
huh?
could you just stop crowding him? Brother.
Welcome back, Artyom.
Привет, Artyom.
All right, you're all dismissed. I give you 2 hours, people.
Yeah. Oh, it's official. I knew it.
Guys are like this.
So I brought something.
And here we go again.
Please, let's not repeat the last
Hold
time.
on, Artyom.
More of nothing? Artyom, the only thing I can hear is that Geiger counter ticking. Why, yes, and there's also those damn things. Calling all the time. Let's go home, dear, please. Don't you think I'd also love to live on an ocean beach or in a green forest? But what good are these fantasies in a silent world? Silent, Artyom? Because it's dead. We took our time. Time to replace our filters. Move it. We don't need any extra radiation, darling. Oh, Father will kill me if he finds out I went out with you. Twice if he learns we've been to a Hansa off-limit zone. Have you been to all these ruins? See all the destruction. And Moscow had the best anti-air defenses in the country. If this is how it looks now, imagine how the rest of the world looks.
Had to scare a demon away. It was getting too comfortable here.
Look, maybe you should come back to the Order. We'll move to Polis. Dad says he'll arrange a flat for us. Because if not us, then who? A flat with a kitchen and a shower. Let's go, it turns here. It's not stable enough. Your turn now. Well, I'd say we're out of the woods. Whoa! Hear that? Probably heard us coming down from the roof and decided to ambush us. The beasts are getting smaller. Let's pick up the pace. Now the whole area knows we're here. hear that? It's a pack. Just what we need. A draw. We're lucky the mutants hate each other as much as they hate us. I really don't get why this zone is off limits to stalkers. The radiation and beasts are nothing special. Stop! The pack is here. So, do we turn this place into Thermopylae? Or do we let them pass? Wait it out. Looks like that was all of them. I'm glad they didn't notice us. That was a large pack. Oh, is this why the zone is off limits? I mean, if all the packs here are like that. How about we take the bridge to cross the railroad? It would save us a detour. Damn, too high. Hey, Artyom, help me get out there. Shit! Come up now. I got you! At least they were far away. Now that's what I call a blizzard! Can't see a thing! Or hear! Let's switch to radios! What? Tom, are you seeing this? I'm not just imagining things, right? A train! A damn train on the surface! Where? Shit! What do we do, Artyom? Should we catch up with it? Look! It's our guys from the order! Looks like they're chasing that train too! Let's join them!
Hey, come on! Get inside!
How did you guys get here? Did you see that thing out there?
We sure did! Come on, get in!
You should have checked first, assholes! Artyom, thank God. These people, they're Hansa, not the Order. Assholes. They did a number on you. Well, Dad will rip them a new one for that.
What's going on in this Moscow of yours anyways?
Of yours? You're putting this like you're not from here.
We aren't. Our village is about 200 kilometers from here.
What village? You're not from Moscow?
Just a regular village. We came here to find the boy's father. Left for Moscow about a year ago and never came back. But then we got caught by these here.
You mean there's life outside?
Why wouldn't there be any? Sure, there are lots of bad places and lots of beasts around, but we still get by.
Artyom, you were right. People really do live out there. We didn't know. We thought we were the only survivors. God, we'll tell the whole metro about this.
The heck and the boy out!
Hey, you people drove us halfway to nowhere.
They can handle it!
At least give them their masks back.
They won't be needing any masks.
Damn watchman broke through. Workers are done for.
Just keep your straight, yo. If anything comes through, I should search for anything, but this time I just hate the men that didn't post.
Attention! The turntable is switching on.
Enough of your whining, you old fuck!
You're heading straight to the ravine if you don't shut up.
Now listen, if you come out of here, we won't accept this shit again. Okay?
Animals. How can they? What can I do? Mutant? Watchman! Human? How did you... Oh my god. It's you she's been screaming about. Alive! You came for her. All right. I'll help. Finally, I'll be of some use. Okay, they took the girl to the base chief for interrogation. I can't take you to the main entrance. Too many guards. But we may sneak in from the back. Let's go. Don't rush, though. If they notice you, we're both done for. Wait. You'd better not walk into the light. Let's do it this way. You sneak to the lighting panel and disable it while I distract them. Turn the lights on.
The hell is happening? It's the fucking breaker again.
Looks like they didn't finish the repairs in the generator, Sergeant.
Sanya, go tell them
Don't rush.
I've been checked.
Move crouched. It's quieter that way. See that ladder? Try sneaking to it now. Stay close to the wall.
Mark, is that you? What are you mumbling? Come here and help me fix this.
Yes, sir. Got me already.
Come on. Fixing this should be nothing for you.
Simon Mikhailov. There's a failure at the generator.
What? Yeah, I totally need you to tell me what I should do. Better fix this line here. Everything is under control.
You'll have to take him down. Can you do it quietly?
What's with that mumbling?
I'm just talking to myself.
Ah, you're Mac. Yeah.
Wait a moment. Wait. He's looking this way, and we need to get to that door. Try this. Great. Now throw it. I hope the noise distracts him. Well done. Let's go. Come. Go through. Come on. Good luck to you.
Who the fuck are you?
Trumyadin!
Oh my god! You're alive! Are you hurt? Hunter's badge? It stopped the bullet!
Take this, bitch!
Don't move.
Attention. Control unit damaged.
Morons! We are at war!
One tat won't be enough for you now, you
What is this
imbeciles! This is a universal broadband radio jammer.
What?
It stops Moscow from hearing anyone, and them from hearing us. Shit! This fucking sucks.
Do you hear that, Artyom? You were right all along. Do you see? It's not just Russia out there. It's the whole world. Oh my God. What for?
Because the war is still going on, and you behave like fucking kids!
All the guards will be here soon. Damn.
Don't shoot!
Artyom?
I'm with him. I'm with you. You have to run! Is this yours? They just left it sitting there. We must get out before they recover. Guards! You have to go sneak through the courtyard. Take the door the guards are coming through. Here, quick! Let's go!
Who are you?
Andrei Ivanovich Yermak, the train engineer. Run now! Just get to the hangar, then go to it. I'll get you out of here. So I'll get there easily.
Why are you helping us, Andrei Ivanovich?
I had... I guess I'll tell you later. I hope. Be careful.
Artyom, I see the enemy. Give me a boost. Can't really see well with the snowstorm. Don't forget your visibility gauge, Artyom.
If you don't move too fast and don't come out into the light, you'll be harder for them to notice. Don't turn your flashlight on either, they could notice. Artyom, incoming, 2 of them. I'll give you some cover from above.
Yeah, sure. And then they just walked in here all by themselves, did they? Oh, yeah. Agent Hank reporting. Europeans don't think you know everything after a week of service. Yeah, I don't know shit, I know. This place looks clear. Still, we should stay alert. What is it back here? Like a shivers. Nah, we can survive because something else gives me the shit. Tell me, why are we here? I guess we got the back door. Exactly. I'm always supposed to go. Well, I'm good now to gather and done back home. Where's the laptop? I think I'm going to give anyone check the generators. We've shipped this now. I checked them anyway. You can see them clearly from the tower. Then if there's wind, as long as there's sun. What's the point in actually going there? Don't give me that technology. It's right. It's not there. It's on my way. After all. Whoa! Visual on the enemy!
Attention! The command center came under enemy attack.
Changing position, Artyom.
All unauthorized persons are to be fired upon immediately. Civilian personnel movement is prohibited until further notice. Attention! The jamming system is coming back online.
Artyom, the hangar is right there. We could break through. Great job, Artyom. We're inside. Now we have to find Yermak. Artyom, they got Yermak. We have to get closer. If you get closer, I'll distract them while you rescue the old man. Artyom, try going down that ladder ahead. Just be careful.
Somebody got the Yermak? Yes, sir. Mika's watching it. Captain, sir, if I may have permission to speak, this Yermak is one shady character. What does he do with the crane? It's only setting off tomorrow. We'll find out. First, we handle the attackers, and then we take that talking to him. That's great. He's been acting way too suspicious.
I'm telling you, there was a noise from behind the gate. So nice. What is Artyom talking about? What for bosses? Now what?
Group A, report your status. Group B, continue patrolling the courtyard and the generator room. Group A, check the wind turbine zone. Communications were lost there.
Damn, and how many guards do they have?
Group C, redeploy to the generator room.
Aha, you can sneak ahead. No need to play heroes for a change. Let's wait till they walk off.
Why can't you just stay still, Yermak? We're on high alert. Civilians aren't allowed to just walk around now. Does that mean you're going to ready the train for me? What's the matter with you today? Why do you even want to do that now? You only had an outing planned for tomorrow. It's bound to be canceled now. Just stay put for now. We'll have a long talk later about breaking the rules.
Did we ever have a chance to relax like this before? I don't think so. Oh, not getting shot at sure is nice for a change. What's that rattling noise over there? I'll check this just in case. Sure, the rustling came from this spot.
All clear.
Am I glad to see you here?
Are you all right?
I'm fine, thank you. All right. We don't have much time. They'll be back. I'll go to the engine. It should be ready now. You go up there and switch the turntable mechanism on. And please, be careful. We can easily have the whole base on us.
More guards! Get them!
It's there! I see the enemy! The enemy's in that pack! Oh, visual on the enemy! He's there! We have a man down!
Come on, Artyom. Turn the turntable on.
Alert! All crew, to the hangar!
Visual! Down there!
Get in the fucking crate! Concentrate on the
Don't let go, Artyom! Ah! That was intense. Are you okay?
Hey, there's a manual drive on the platform. It's hard to...
Artyom...
More guards! Get them!
I see him there!
Help me up! Let's do this together! Just a little... Yes! Run!
Kill them!
Come on! Yes!
slightly damaged.
We did it! Yeah!
We apprehended the engineer with 2 accomplices. Over. Roger that, base. Over. All right, shoot these 2. And as for the engineer...
What do you mean, shoot these 2?
Don't you dare give me lip, soldier!
The Colonel will give you a piece of his mind now. Colonel, sir, we have a situation here.
Anna!
Dad! Guys! It's us! Help us!
What the hell?
Artyom, what are you doing here? Talk about surprise.
Colonel, this will mean court-martial for all of you.
All right, everyone, shut up! I can't believe this. Just can't. Shit!
So this is true? You're working for them? The bastards shot Artyom!
Be quiet! How did you end up here? Ah, it doesn't matter. You have no idea what you just stuck your heads in. We've no moves left. Hansa can't take this line down.
No shit,
the Watchers
Sherlock.
won't let
No,
them.
I won't be quiet! What is this jammer for? Why are they hiding the fact that Moscow didn't survive alone? There, in the ravine, there are people from other cities, dead! All of them, women, children!
I'll tell you all later. Everything. Gramps, what's going on out there? Down this road?
The road is fine, at least until 100 click mark.
Is there a safe place to stop nearby?
Of course. We have to make haste though. They called the cruiser.
All right, gentlemen. Artyom and Anna have just made a huge mess, and they can't go back to Moscow now. The wartime legislation dictates they'd be killed. In any case, I have to get them out of town until it all blows over. But you all should stay. Hear me, Major? My people are in no way related to
It's not my
this
call, and you know it.
misunderstanding.
Well,
at the
I'll
jam.
fight for the guys no matter what.
Of course, Artyom, Anna, they are with
The
us.
order leaves no one behind.
All right, Spartans. Throw these overboard and full steam ahead.
Come with me, Artyom. Let's catch them there. I'm so glad the boys supported us. It looks like my father didn't say a word to them about this either. We spent 20 years in Metro, thinking the rest of the world was burnt to a crisp in the war. But they just circled Moscow with those jammers, and we were none the wiser. How perfect of them! While you were getting irradiated on the surface, my father just kept lying! Lying to you, to me, to everyone, the whole fucking world, and not even batting an eye!
Stop the engine immediately and come out with your hands above your head. That was just a warning. If you do not comply, we will shoot to kill.
Fuck me, that's some armor. And look at all the machine guns.
Happy now? Is this what you were hoping
How
for?
is this his fault? You knew everything and never said
Shit!
Stop the engine immediately.
Oh, fuck. Are you okay? Yeah, just a scratch.
Okay. Stop. But I must warn you, our brakes are not in great condition. Start slowing down. Let them think we are surrendering.
Ah, finally some good sense. Now, keep braking to a stop.
Well, grenades will barely scratch their paint, so...
How about some of these?
Not enough explosives. Unless we put everything we have in their firebox. Please, let me do it, Colonel, sir.
I will be appointing the volunteers here. Artyom, do it.
Why Artyom?
Because he started it and he better do something about it. Artyom, leave over as soon as we slow down. I will distract him in the meantime.
Plastic explosives.
Is that you, Yakov?
Yes, so cut this shit
it, Miller. There's nowhere to go. You've never been out here. We have.
We weren't going to go far, just out of town for a bit till the excitement quiets down. And you just opened fire. Will you let us go if we stop?
I have to detain you and bring you back to face trial. You do understand the charges you're facing, right? Desertion. Treason.
Are you fucking kidding me? Me? A traitor?
You tell me, where are you taking that train, huh? On a simple joyride? No, I see only one answer. You've been spot and you're running back to your masters.
So the verdict has already been passed. We won't even see a trial.
Cut that shit out. What are you carrying, man? Defense plans? You want to buy yourself a seaside retirement without life, you damn cripple?
Plans? Treason? We have served you people without question for years. We have spilled our blood for the cause.
You sold out. They destroyed us and you...
I have been a soldier my whole life. I have dedicated my life to my people, my country. But I'll be damned if I give it to parasites like you.
We're getting closer. Units are made at the ready.
Time's up, Colonel Miller. Easy. We are slowing down. The brakes on this thing are busted.
Don't sweat it, Colonel. My people will help you handle it.
Get ready to hit the brakes. 1, 2, wait. Now! Artyom, keep going. This just got serious.
What the? Brake! Hit the brake! Stop, you asshole! Goddamn!
Why didn't you? Order to...
Heads up! Enemy on the train!
You motherfucker! Now you've done it! You, your lackeys, your daughters, you'll all be treated not like deserters, but like rabid dogs! A bullet for each of you! Losing your blood! Precious force! Next quick deed out of the day! Fire as well!
Harfield, come on! They're going to kill us, you beat!
Don't shoot! I took this over. I'm not with you. They made
Close to the boiler as you can.
Hold on!
not just traitors. We are honest-to-God enemy saboteurs.
We stopped 100 clicks from Moscow to check our Geiger counters. The thing is, they are all in the green, as if they're in a conspiracy. Still, this amazing piece of news doesn't really impress anyone that much. The guys are all confused as to what to do next. And I'm just waiting for answers. And hoping the commander, whom until recently I trusted implicitly, is going to be extremely persuasive in his reasoning.
Why the long faces?
We are at a crossroads, so to speak, where everybody can help but wonder. What next? Where do we go from here?
Yes. More or less what I expected from you. But you got the picture. So, is your counter functioning? Have you checked it?
Yes, it's all green. Double-checked it. Stepan's in the green too. We don't need masks here.
So, they were telling the truth.
Who was telling the truth? Why won't you answer? Who were those people trying to kill us? Why would they shoot at you, the Order's commander? Explain something, at least. You owe us that.
Well, I might as well drop the bomb now. The war did not end.
What do you mean, did not end?
Let me finish. Most of our cities are destroyed. The rest of the country is probably under enemy occupation. To avoid new nuclear attacks against us, Command chose the only viable course of action: to play dead. To ensure radio silence, the SHIELD system was created. A network of radio jammers covering Moscow and suburbs. So that some radio enthusiasts wouldn't bring more bombs down on our heads by whining on air. And it's one of these jammers that got disabled by the hands of those present here.
Could you not have shared that before? Say, before Artyom took that radio outside and caught all that radiation?
No! I only got briefed half year ago. Under a strict, you talk, you die policy. And then had to tell my people we were securing a weather station.
Sir, with all due respect, if we can't go back, maybe we should advance and move on?
I have an idea, but... Artyom, rather than carrying on with this silent disapproval of yours, check the airwaves. We should be out of the jamming range by now, so give it your best try. Look for transmissions from the Ark. Do you understand now why we are traitors in the eyes of Command? We shut down a jamming station, shot up the guards, destroyed a patrol train, and ran away from Moscow. Who even needs a trial when the case is so clear? There's no way back now, which means we have to continue moving forward.
Command, what are you talking about?
The Moscow Defense Command. Have you ever heard of the Invisible Watchers?
I have, but they're just an urban legend.
Not at all. They are Command.
Are you sure they care for more than just protecting their asses? You mentioned the Ark.
Wait a moment, what was that?
I repeat, proceed to the rally point. Rally point location is called...
Listen, everyone!
811-79. Area 18-5. Only by standing together shall we overcome any and all obstacles.
Where was that number supposed to... Got it! So, it is somewhere around here. The Yamantau Mountain. So, the route from here should go... like this. This is our goal!
So, is this what you had in mind?
Yes! This is it! The Ark Project is a whole city underground. Enormous stores, machines, the best experts. It is the Commander General's HQ. All of the country's leaders are there. They have already started the restoration work. We will tell them that Moscow is alive. It wasn't all for nothing. Everything will change. Everything. Do you get it? A new life is starting for all the survivors of the war.
By the way, are there any single women in that place?
Great reaction. So I think the moment calls for... Bring it out to me.
Bring what out, Colonel? Sir?
That thing that's been sloshing about in your canteen. You think I'm deaf or what?
That. Just a moment. I thought my ears were deceiving me.
It's not a short trip to the Urals, so we should make ourselves comfortable, I guess. Let's name this bucket of bolts at the very least, eh?
It's about time.
Let's go around and be done with it.
Nah, go to hell. Even better. Come on.
How about Aurora? The Roman goddess of dawn and a cruiser of, you know what?
Not bad. I like it.
Ah, beautiful name. Sounds okay, but the cruiser of what?
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Looks like it's decided. Let's drink to
Aurora. Hey, Artyom, let's take a look at that map.
All right, we had a round. That should be enough. Yermak, full steam ahead.
Aye. Full steam ahead.
Wow, that's some distance. I wonder how long it will take. How are you, Alyosha?
I was expecting an arrow from a cupid, but I got a bullet from an ugly motherfucker instead.
You sure you're okay? Because I know you.